Hi there, this is the second and final part of our Hypixel Skyblock Beginner's Guide. If you haven't seen the first half, it's on the top right of your screen right now, and it's also in the video description. Where we left off, we had set up a strong minion setup, unlocked our accessory bed, gotten some accessories, and unlocked the bazaar. And today, we're going to start getting into the combat aspects of Skyblock. So to start, you've probably noticed a lot of accessories require coins to buy, and we need a good way to make coins to spend on accessories. There's a few ways to do this. If there's a spooky event going on, you can kill spooky enemies to get candy that you can sell to make a lot of money. And if there's a Jerry Workshop event, you can take part in that event to earn gifts that you can also sell. If you're watching this around the time it came out, the Shiny Pig event is probably the best way to make money for you right now. Or you can do what I did and make your way back over to the Spider's Den to become a gravel miner. If you made a bunch of Haste 3 potions, use them, and if you didn't, made them. We're gonna want to mine 100 gravel blocks to unlock the Flint Shovel recipe, and from there, we're going to want to craft a Flint Shovel with 10 flint and 2 sticks. A Flint Shovel acts like a gold shovel, but it has the added bonus of making every gravel block drop a flint piece instead. Once you enchant this with efficiency 4 or 5 using boots you craft from redstone, you can basically instantly mine gravel too. As of recording, the average piece of flint sells for around 15 coins each on the bazaar, so you can use that as a rough guide as to how much you need to mine for whatever you're trying to get. Remember, you can craft enchanted flint when your inventory starts getting full. Make sure to put coins in your bank at the hub too, so you don't lose them when you die. Alright, day 2. Now here, we have a decision to make. If you mined 10,000 gravel yesterday, continue as normal. If you didn't do that, either go and mine the last gravel you need to reach 10,000, or do what I did and set up flint minions. It might be a good idea to set up flint minions anyway, as they generate quite a lot of money every day, and if you switch to flint minions, you can also sell your compactors for a few more coins. You can also sell the redstone your minions collected. You don't really need it for anything, you just need the collection points from having made it in the first place. So now, we need to get combat ready. We're gonna want to get ourselves a weapon. For a new player, there's 3 weapons we can buy that are going to be strong. A Raider Axe, an Aspect of the End, or an Endstone Sword. I personally went for the Aspect of the End, because it has an extra ability that lets me teleport forward, but these swords all have no special requirements, similar stats, and can be obtained for around 200,000 coins by buying them from other players on the auction house. If you don't have the coins to buy it, earn them through one of the methods mentioned before. Already we can see ourselves doing 3 times more damage than we did before, so a very nice upgrade, but we are far from the end yet, because our next goal here is to deal 13,000 damage in a single damage hit. If you want to deal damage, be able to survive more than a few hits, and have anybody take you seriously, we're also going to want to get as many fairy souls as possible. Fairy souls are multicolored heads that are found all around the map, and once you collect 5 of them, you can take them to Tia the fairy to gain a permanent stat boost. The boosts scale exponentially with the number of souls, and the more souls you find, the better your stats will be. I spent around 2 hours collecting 187 fairy souls from around the hub, Spider's Den, the Nether, the Farming Islands, the Dungeon Hub, and the Foraging Island. To find them all, you can either watch a YouTube video by TimeDio that I linked in the description that shows you where every single soul in the game is, or if you use a mod that's called Not Enough Updates, there's a command you can type that highlights in-game where all of the fairy souls are. Remember, you have to go to each island to find the souls on that island. Epic gamer tip. Buy several stacks of ender pearls from the bazaar, which you can use to teleport all around the map and into areas where souls are to collect them super easily. I collected 187 souls in total, which is every single soul on every island I had unlocked, except for one in the Spider's Den that was too difficult for me to get. And after I took these to Tia, I now have 600 base health and some extra base defense and strength. Now, we want some strong armor to go with our strong sword. There's really one good option right now, and that is end armor, which costs around 400,000 coins, which means, yeah, it's grinding time again. Whilst we're here though, we need to get combat level 12 so we can actually access the end and use the end armor. I recommend killing the redstone pigman to grind XP, and then any of the previous methods to get coins. Look, I promise, this is like the last time we need to grind coins. Buy the ender armor, and now we need to enchant our sword and armor. Here's a quick tip. You can sort items in the auction house by buy instantly and cheapest price to see the cheapest piece of the armor you're trying to get on the auction house. This works with every item except a few untradables and items that are sold on the bazaar. Enchanting in Hypixel Skyblock works a little differently to vanilla. You can put an item in an enchanting table as much as you want, and you actually get to pick the enchantments that you want to apply. You also don't have every enchant in the game. If you check your enchanting skill, you unlock new enchantments each time you level up. But right now, the only way we can level this skill up is by applying enchantments, so we're gonna do that now. You probably already unlocked a few enchantments back when you applied efficiency to your tools right at the start, so let's start with armor. All we need to put on our ender armor is growth 5 and protection 5. These two enchants give us extra HP and defense, as well as giving us some more enchanting XP. To actually get the XP, you need to do this. You can buy enchanting bottles from the enchanter NPC in the hub, or buy grand XP bottles from the bazaar, which give you a lot of XP you can use to apply enchantments. And if it's not already obvious, you need to build a vanilla enchanting table setup too. For the sword, you want to apply Critical 5, Ender Slayer 5, Experience 3, First Strike 4, Giant Killer 5, Lifesteal 3, Luck 5, Scavenger 3, Sharpness 5, and Telekinesis. Last thing we need to do is reforge the armor and sword. It's especially important to reforge the armor set because the effects of the set get doubled in the end, which is exactly where we're heading. Put Fierce on the armor and Legendary on the weapon. If you want to make it anywhere in Skyblock quickly, you can type /visit portal hub to visit a cool person's island with portals to everywhere in Skyblock. And we want to make our way over to the end portal because we're really lazy like that. So in the end, we can do a damage test. And yeah, we do quite a bit of damage. If we're gonna do more damage, we can make 3 potions. Strength potion from Blaze Powder, critical potions from Flint, we unlock those when we mine 10,000 Flint, and spirit potions which we may have to buy from the auction house, but don't worry if you can't get your hands on these. As usual, make potions out of these as if it was vanilla, and add enchanted glowstone and enchanted redstone to make them more powerful and to last longer, and yeah, we do even more damage. The last thing we want to push our damage numbers over the 13,000 mark is a good pet. I recommend getting either any Enderman pet, a rare lion pet, or any tiger pet. Pets provide you with extra stats and extra abilities alongside your sword and armor, and the 3 I listed are very strong for new players. I personally chose a common tiger pet, no particular reason. Once you buy it, right-click it to add it to your pets menu, and then open your pets menu to select the pet you bought to equip it. The last boost we can give to ourselves is a pet item, which gives our pet even more stats. The best pet item for this is a spooky cupcake, as it adds some strength to your pet, and when you buy it, just click on it with your pet to give the pet the item. The pet and item will cost you more money, which this time you can get by killing the low-level Endermen in the end area, the ones with 4,500 health. These have a chance to drop end armor just like what you bought from the auction house, except this time you can sell this armor to other players for money, and the Endermen give you combat XP that you need too. After getting a couple more accessories, reforging those accessories, getting my pet and item, and finally drinking my potions, I can now deal 13,000 damage in a single hit, which allows me to kill the strongest enemy in the end with a single hit. These guys have a rare drop called Summoning Eye, which you can sell on the bazaar for 500,000 coins, and you can use this to grind coins from now on. If you can't yet do 13,000 damage, you may need to grind some more combat XP to level up your pets, as pets get more stats the higher level it is, and eventually, you should be able to do enough damage. There's one last thing we need to do. Doing 13,000 damage is great, but we can only do that on the end island because of our doubled stats. If we take this outside of the end, we do a lot less damage, so we want to get something a bit more versatile, because we're going to take our first step into dungeons. To do this, we're first going to grind combat level 16 by killing endermen in the end, and then we're going to sell our end armor and instead buy unstable dragon armor from the auction house. It's a little more expensive, but it has better stats that work regardless of where you are, including in dungeons. Once you've bought it, enchant and reforge it as you did with the end armor, and you're good to go. Let's take it all into dungeons. To do this, go to the Dungeons hub, and if you're playing with friends, party up with them, and if you aren't, go to the party finder in the Mort menu and find yourself a party of people willing to take on the entrance floor with you. From there, clear the dungeons floor and you'd have taken the first step into dungeons and unlocked the ability to use some dungeon armor sets too. And that's where I'm going to end this video, but I have a few more things to tell you. Once you've made it this far, you're at the point where you can start doing whatever you want. It really depends on how you see Skyblock and what you want from it. If you want some action, then go fight some bosses like the ones in the Jerry Island, or do more dungeon floors and fight actually insanely well made and unique bosses. If you just want to chill, maybe build a really long farm on your island, get yourself some high tier farming tools, and just to break crops to level up your farming skill and to make coins. Maybe do some foraging. Maybe start flipping items on the auction house or the bazaar if you're into economy stuff. But most importantly, try to make some friends. Skyblock all alone is okay, but it's way better if you have people to help you and guide you through things here and there and tell you what you could be doing. You can just simply ask in the chat in Hub, or go to our Discord server, discord.gg/duo, and go to the Skyblock section and ask whatever you want there. Don't worry, they don't bite over there. Well, most of them don't. Keep in mind that we will leave info for everything mentioned in this video. Anyways, hope you found this video useful. If you did, then you know what to do. I don't have to tell you, right? Well, if you don't know what you're supposed to do, then you're supposed to like and subscribe. I'm pretty sure you know it, so do it. Okay, bye, and good luck on your Skyblock adventures.